What's up, guys? Back to the grind. Yes, I am. Back to the grind. I think it's been a pretty good grind today. Got up like 3 or 4 levels the other day. I switched around a couple things and that's my character's a lot stronger. I think I got up like 10 levels in the last couple days. Right, it's going to be a lot different than Diablo 3. I like to see a lot more.
You must prepare for a fight.
Man, it doesn't have to keep it like a strong, What are you doing? Hey baby, come here. Well, lay down. I love a dog sitting on their butt. Okay. My dog's a good color. The new one we got like, we got it last year. Big old cuddle bug. He likes to kiss things. It's been a good week, almost Christmas time. the fuck it, they're making me put so many different pieces in that, like... It feels like I barely warmed it up. I have to come like hundreds and hundreds, not fucking thousands of people. Look at that brother, couple of percent. Like if I do these, I'll probably kill like a couple hundred people. I'll level it like maybe like 5%. Like I'm barely over that. Even John told me 4 100%. I think it's gonna be a 6 on. Lefties will play in the backside, man. They're not fucking experience. Obviously, going in the dungeon thing, you get up higher rank, and you have to get up higher levels and shit, but. But yeah. Gotta get a big old circle. I got a whole bunch of pieces to face boss. Bosses get me like 5% each time I kill them. Go. Bro. Oh yeah, this character is so fucking OP. That AoE is just ridiculous. lefty. It's like I try to distract myself from like wanting to like listen to anything so much. It makes it easier to like watch a movie or something while I'm playing. Because I don't want to pay attention to this. I'm just killing people now, and sometimes it's just... Not okay, so let me just throw up one damn moment. I right there, I killed like 50 fucking people. Oh. Oh, I could probably go up maybe like a couple, like 4 or 5, maybe 10%, maybe. I never have a fucking inventory.
Came apart nice.
Yeah, they said generators were supposed to be hard to get in this game. What was that, Borderlands? I think it was the big Borderlands. This legendary attraction are hard to get. This one legendaries are super easy to get. That's a lot of shit. Yeah, these Borderlands. But don't get me wrong, I love Borderlands. The Borderlands 4 wasn't bad. It's just when you play the first one, the second one, even the third one, like, I don't know. I like the old-fashioned Diablo stuff. Like, you got unlimited Paragon in 4, which is fun. I don't know. Ass. It's pretty hard with all the bullshit. One shot at me? Really? I got one shot at bro? Like, how? How the fuck did you one-shot me, bro? See, I never understood that. Like characters, it's just a one-shot ability period. And see, that's the thing I don't like about this game. Why I hate one-shot abilities that you have to dodge them somehow. It defeats the purpose of having armor and having, like, life. Yeah, that shit's fucking stupid. I can suck my dick. The auto kill shit's just fucking retarded. I never liked it. They had that in Diablo 3 with Diablo. You played Diablo in the last tournament before they had all the patches that made the game funner. Man, just fucking easy that. When Diablo 3 first came out, it was all about pure magic trying to find shit, and then it's like, oh, it's too hard, so no one wants to play it. I'd be playing shit out of it, so. Because when you make games too fucking easy, they get fucking boring. Like as soon as I got this sword, like I just get bored shit, found it super easy. I mean, yeah, I had to get level 60 first, but still. Doesn't take long to get fuck what it really easy, shit.
Without you.
But yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Well, things are good. You know, I've always been nice today, man. We were like, we went busy, honestly. We're a little busy outside, but I can't do now. Every time I get there, I get shit done just faster. Or like, I actually like try to do my job rather than. And I think people do a good job, they do. But they're like, they can be so fucking lazy sometimes. They can be lazy. It's not like they're always lazy, they can be lazy, man. Like, it kind of gets that for them, just sitting there like...
stranger.
Like, I'll be sitting there just chilling and shit. And, I'd say sometimes I'm really fucking lazy when I'm lazy. Other than that, like, I try to keep up with the mentality of constantly working with it. I love testing my speed out, man. So I go on the road, I get a lot of shit done, it's feeling good. Some people are like, I don't want to be crazy at all, I want to be slow, man. That's because you want to act like you're fucking home. Like, that's what the problem is. Yeah, you want to act like you're at fucking home. I hate acting like I'm at home. That's stupid. Like, I like having accomplishments and shit. And that's what it is. Like, I like having that accomplishment. It makes it more fun, makes it more interesting. Cause then I can like make more money and be kind of like slightly more satisfied with stuff. Even though I'm not a big money person. But I like it that people that rely on me when I do it. That's why I'm probably going to try to become a manager producer. Cause the shit's not hard. The shit's fucking easy. It's just practice, you know, nothing here too difficult, only practice. Man, they should some balls. Hey, everyone's like, some people are just so boastful. Like, if you guys got a good job on that, here's what it is, I have its relationship issues. I have to say that front, because a lot of people have massive relationship issues. If they just don't know how to control certain things like that, or just say, no, fuck it. Like, with my accident, I didn't want to save the relationship because there wasn't nothing to say. It wasn't like, we didn't care for each other, but it wasn't the right thing to do. She was so used to being alone, just wanted to be free. I said, well, then be free then. I said, don't let anything stop you. Be free then. You might as well. Fuck it. I mean, it was good and it was good. You know, I like the tension and affection that you gave me. But it wasn't fucking worth you having a massive headache over what you could do. Because you didn't want a relationship. You wanted to fuck around, and now you found out that your life fucking sucks. And that's right. That's the end of like the discussion. I'm just like, there's nothing I can do about it. She didn't want to be with me now because there's anybody else now, you know? Like, I got one of the girls that working at, she has a boyfriend, Matt. And she's starting to get attracted to me. And she's starting to show it. And, I mean, like, body-wise, she looks great. And I can't say her face is, you know, she's attractive, but like, she's on drugs. So I'm just like, that's all you dopey-ass bitches. Like, you girls go for traditional men left and right, but you don't want to be traditional. Like, you can just be happy if you're just fucking married and stop doing drugs. They never want to stop doing the damn drugs. Like, how do I live without them? Everybody else does. Everybody else lives without fucking drugs, besides the fucking dopers. And that's what kind of gets to the point where you're just sitting there thinking to yourself, like, stop doing the drugs then. Oh, I gotta stop doing the drugs. What would I do with my life? I can't party no more, I can't fuck around no more. It's called growing up. You can always have fun. There's so much fucking entertainment out there, you're just fucking stupid. Like, become a dork, play video games. You know, go on walks, you know, go read a book, go watch good movies and shit. Like, there's so much shit to fucking do, but everybody makes up excuses. And I listen to these people, and they're all tormented. We had a guy leaving because all he did was do drugs. All he did was do drugs, 24/7. He was high all day long. All fucked up. You know, the dude couldn't stand being like, he's a massive fucking stud. He said he ate up asshole and all that shit. I'm like, that's fucking disgusting, bro. Like, why are you sticking your tongue in the bill, bro? They thought that motherfucker cars you got the guy's back and you're high as fuck. You're so damn high and stupid. You're like, oh yeah, because the girl says, stick it in my butthole. It's all dirty and shit. You're gonna fucking do it because you're like, oh, that's like the most top thing you can do is have sex get in there. No, it's not. Get with a woman and banging her. If it's easy, then it's not fucking anything worth it. Like, can I say that my act was easy? Easy? Yeah, she threw herself at me pretty fucking quick. I mean, obviously, because we worked together and that, couldn't see her all the time, but she already had it in mind. She didn't fucking care. She tried to be like she, but it didn't work out. Because you weren't in love with me. That's a kind of live with anybody. God says it best. You know, Jesus like, love is a spiritual connection between two people. And if you're not in love with someone, then being with them is going to be hard. Because then you're just going to keep on using each other. You're just sitting together. I say, why do people always want to be part of the same thing in that? Like, yeah, they want to choreograph their sins together, or their righteousness together. Now that's one of the things I always try to tell people. There's a couple that I work with. They're utterly fucking in love with each other. They're always close to each other. They're utterly in love. And one of the ladies that's there, she's an older lady. all saying like, I can't be like that with my husband and that. I'm like, well, you can't be in love? So, oh, they're always around each other and that. They're always constantly with each other and that. They talk and shit. I'm just like, I mean, that's how some people are. Some people are in love with each other like that. And you got quiet and that. She just wanted to think that wasn't going to be my response. I'm like, yeah. And they're honestly, look, they love being around each other and that. They understand each other quite well. That's what spiritual alignment is. They talk about each other and that. They actually legitimately like each other. And you can see that.
It is done.
It's nice. It's nice to see someone that's in fucking love. Sometimes people say a bunch of shit and don't mock someone being in love. I'm like, it's like, why are you mocking someone being in love? Because you don't have it? Or because you don't know what it feels like? As a man and a woman, yeah, you can sit there and pleasure yourself all the fuck that you want. That's not why people are together. The intimacy is to perform actions of its spirit gathering to make another one. To make a human. That's why most people do, you know, get together now. That's what the love is. They're like, I'm in love with that person, that. So you cherish them. And when two people get love together, now what happens? They have kids. That's why they have kids, because they're in love. People say, oh, people have kids because of financial security. Now, if you don't have a way of having money and shit, and you're that fucking stupid and ignorant, then stay stupid and fucking ignorant, though. No one's gonna fucking stop you. Be a fucking idiot, then. That's what I tell everyone, is be a fucking idiot then. It takes a really masculine man and a really womanly woman, a feminine woman, to be able to sit there and have kids. Or be able to get married and shit. It becomes a chore. That's why you always see sort of people that like get relationships like me. And I can never figure out why the relationship's not black. Well, Jesus says, if the person's not legitimately in love with you, some people run away from love. Jesus says, if they're not in love with you, they're using you for something else. Use you for lust, or use you for, you know, just your own pure, like, affectionate shit. And they do that stuff. And people don't want to think that they do. Yo, they do it all the damn time. You know, that's what they call monkey branching emotions. They monkey dance emotions. They do it so much that they don't even realize that they're doing it. It's like, why can't you just be with one person? Well, because feminism tells women, these iconic dumb fuck women, say if men need to do that, do this, do that, then, you know, I'll be with them. Because they believe that they're a prize. I said, there's no such thing as a prize. You just love someone because you want to be close to them, because you see something with them that drags you closer. It's like love. Like when I was with my ex and that, I felt a lot of love up front. But she automatically thought love was just like, you know, hanging out and dating. Like, no, love is the legitimate feeling you have with me. You want me to get better, you want yourself to get better. You want, it doesn't matter what happens in my life, you want me to succeed more, and same thing with you. You actually want to look at my bads and make them better. I said that was the whole idea of a relationship. You know, but you just want to keep your bads, and you are afraid of changing, and that's what happens to a lot of people out there. They get relationships that, and they're like, relationships are made for traditional people. Like, falling in love is a traditional thing. But people say, you know, I don't want, what's love have to do with it? I said, love is the heart's desire from God. So if you don't have God with you, that's why you don't have love. You sin. You're sinning with your heart. And you keep on doing it. And when you sit there and you cry about it, because nothing ever gets done in your life, you're like, I could never find a good man. I go, yeah. You can't find a good man because you're not good yourself. You're not traditional. That's why it's always good to talk about this stuff and that. And big advice. You can't be fucking happy if you're gonna be sitting there doing what? Stop being traditional. You don't know what it is, and you have to read it. Jesus is pretty damn simple with that. You look up the verses and that. You know, he talks about love all the time. And that's how he explains it. When you get closer to the Father, get closer to Christ, the Son, the Father gives you a new heart. He's basically saying that you will be purified from all the stuff. You will be purified from all the sin that you did. You won't do it anymore. But you will live the life that I know the Father intended for us to live. In peace, and love, and harmony, with the family. You know, and that's what brings us peace. But the world is very evil. So when you follow the word of God, it's a traditional way of being a man is to protect, to not be weak. You see all these weak men out there that are like, you know, saying, let's call the cops and everything. Sometimes you do defend your own household. That's kind of the idea behind it. But God doesn't want us to be cowards. He wants us to get out there and, you know, and follow our hearts. So that's where people get complacent, because they never follow God. They live their life based upon the follow of others. It happens a lot. It happens a lot more than we think. But like, following your heart is having fun. That it's doing stuff that's fun. But it's also how you interact with other humans. Some people are very negative in that towards other humans. Like, I'm a very giving person. I never really been a big person of money. I like having it because it's important in this world. I don't make it the end-all thing. Because even a rich man can sit there and have all the things and still be miserable. It's the understanding of it. I already said it. I said it when I was little. As I've ever won the lottery and ever had a huge amount of wealth in that, I would help people. No, but it's just never enough because people always want more. The people that don't want to work for the money always want more money. So if you ever change someone's life, let's say if I was worth like hundreds of $100 million. So if I won the lottery net and it was, $100 million, and I gave someone a new life and said, here's $1 million. I put it in and I say you have to get a job, you have to be stable on your own. It's going to be in a secure thing, like Edward Jones or something like that. And then, when you can prove to me that you can keep a stable job and change your life around, then you'll get the support of this. The money's going to keep on gaining as they're doing it. So it's going to reach up to fucking $2 million, $3 million now. But how much, then this is where the greed of it sets in. How long could you last? And so this is bullshit. If I had that money now, I wouldn't need to work. I said the whole point of this is not about the money. It's about, are you willing to be a better person and understand that money's not going to be worth anything if you're working hard. A lot of people think that when I have more money, life easier. I can pay bills and yeah, life becomes easier. But you always want more. It's not to say that having more is bad. It's understanding that what would you do if you had more? Like, what is your answer to that? Like, how do you feel about it? Would you want to be popular and be a fucking asshole, run around and put your dick in every bitch because you can flash money in that? Yeah, there's always going to be a whore out there that's going to fucking suck your dick for money. Always. Always. They can be really pretty now, but there's tons of women out there. There's so many bitches out there, it's crazy. And some of them would do anything for fucking money. They're so obsessed with it, that's why they're always online. There's so many girls in that. They try their hardest to make the easiest fucking money they can. Walk around with fake tits, fake asses. They're all fake. None of them are fucking real. I mean, they look good for the moment. But people give things too much credit. That's just like the Simps. Simps give these bitches too much credit. And they're obsessed with them. And they're so obsessed that they can't do it. Yeah, it's a fucking addiction. Like when I see a pretty girl and that, yeah, they're good looking. That I like them up front. There's a couple girls that I see that come in that they're fucking gorgeous. They're very pretty and that, pretty butts, all good shit and that. But like, it gets to the point where it's just like, what's really important? Staring at a hot piece of ass or actually getting to know the fucking person? I wouldn't get to know the person. Because the person can be really cool and be fun. And then, but if you always walk around thinking about that ass that she's got, what happens when you get that ass? You're not going to know anything about it. Well, that's just how guys do. Well, that's just how it is. Like, no. Everyone has a heart. Everyone wants love. It's how you use your heart that matters. So if you sit there and use your heart in a bad way, of course, you're going to abuse it. But once you abuse it for so long, well, it's going to fucking suck. First off, you're going to feel like fucking shit. Then that's where you have to do drugs and have to maintain that feeling. big ass base. And that's just how it is. You know, I've done some stupid stuff in that. I know I did. One of the girls that we would be with, you know, her name is Gabby, and she was really beautiful, man. Honestly, she was pretty cool in that. And like, I was so scared to make stuff happen in that. Because I did that thing in it, so she would like me that. But the only girl that I haven't ever, like, really fucking liked her that was one of the girls that came around with that I was just never done. Me and her fit it so well together. We basically all like the same things, we talk the same way, we're logical, we like crimes and mysteries, and talk about psychological shit. She was so perfect for me, it was really fucking annoying. And she was extremely fucking hot. But then, she wasn't traditional like I was. We had almost everything in common. But she didn't want to date me because I was over her. And I know, but our spirits were aligned, everything was beautiful. She didn't even date me younger than, you know, and I'm just like, well, that's stupid, thing to not the sense, and it sucked. As of today, you know, I don't know, I barely ever talked to her anymore. Maybe it would be nice to talk to her now, but I don't know. I want her to change. I want her to be with me in that. And stuff like that. Yeah. 100%. Like, she was amazing. The thing of it is, she was starting to fall in love, and she didn't know how to react to it, so she ran away from it. She didn't want to accept that me and her had everything in common. I bring these things up in that because I'm starting to see what Jesus was actually talking about. Like, that was the point. All she did was have to say yes. She could just, like, she wanted everything to be about her. She had that, like, everything was almost perfect as a woman. But she believed in the bad bitch fucking concept. Because she did that, you know, sitting there and having sex with a bunch of fucking dudes and crap like that was the way to go. And I said, that's not the way to go. That's never been the way to go. I always say this up front. And I listen to, you know, a lot of guys try to do the same thing. And they're traditional. If a woman's really easy to fucking get up front, she's gonna be the hardest thing to keep. And they're not lying. Women are extremely fucking easy nowadays. Matter of fact, they're so fucking easy, it's terrifyingly annoying. You can give them the spark of any attention, and they will take that shit and they'll fucking suck your fucking dick in. And not even joking you. They'll get that age. And it's fucking weird. And they always have boyfriends too. Like, they're obsessed with attraction. And this is what Jesus talks about feelings. He said, not all your feelings are your own. You're persuaded by the demons, you're persuaded by God. You have to interpret which one is best. If you don't know, then you have to read it. Don't know, you have to know it from the reading. Now, obviously, not everything I said was completely what Jesus was saying. I read enough of the stuff to know that basically how it is. You know, a lot of people in this world that do understand that culture, but people in America and that, we got the point that we're just so fucking spoiled that we lost so much of our love expectations throughout the last 20, 30 years because of the internet. Internet and all the porn and shit. And not to say, you know, jacking off the idea that you fucking like and that, yeah. That's love. I really like a girl, man. She really likes you, man. And you're not comfortable with, like, one that's playing or not. You know, it happens. But yeah. I would say most of these women, they're fucking easy. Max was fucking easy to get. Maybe because it was just me, but she wasn't really that difficult to get with. Like, she swung fucking easy, man. And I was like, wow. Oh, I found something that just got me turned on, man. So, like, it's like, I don't get turned on like that. Like, if I really love a girl and I see a girl fucking naked that I really, really like, yeah, I could probably get turned on by it. But like, a random woman walked in my room, I guess really depending on, like, how the feelings are after that. Like, I don't know. I think the turned on really fucking fast. It's kind of gross, because you don't even know the motherfuckers. I had some really attractive things from my house and that, and like, I remember this one guy and I always keep bringing up the same people now because it's kind of like, I get new insight from them behind them and understanding why they do the things they do. And they do the things that they have, well, daddy issues. They didn't feel the love from the father, and so they don't feel love from the father. From your father. It's the hardest thing in general to be in love with anyone. You can't be in love with someone you don't know how to love. Like, the first person you normally love is your parents. And if your parents share love with you, then you understand what love feels like. And that's what it was. Like, these people don't understand what love feels like. And so they get stuck.
Excellent fight.
Then they get stuck with bad habits, and the only way they can feel any type of love, that they think is love, is the lusting of the body. I figured out because I talked to people that were going through that, or the girl that talked to me, she said, yeah, I used to be kind of a hoe and all that stuff and that, you know, I sleep with random guys because they're attractive and that, you know, and they would just use me. I said, well, yeah, because you want to be used. You have to want to be used. You don't want to be used, you have to be used. A lot of guys could out because she didn't have a worthy father that wanted to show her love. That's what the daddy issue thing is, the actual thing. It's not to say, you know, they become horny. No, they just don't know how to fucking love. They just don't know. And that's just how it is in general. And the girl I was talking to was basically almost perfect for me. She loved her father not a lot. That's why she's the way that she is. But she still doesn't know what love is to a certain extent because she's not with her father. She's not with, you know, her parents that actually care because, you know, she talks about it all the time. Like, oh man, I don't like that my mom, you know, this and that. Kind of with hatred and all that. I said, well, the best thing for any woman like you, especially at Tracker Yard, is get a good, kind boyfriend, you know, and try to start your own personal family. Start to have, you know, not have kids yet, but start, you know, your family from, you know, that you could do right now. Not which is, you know, fall in love with someone and go through the traditional ways and eventually, you know, get proposed to and then get married and that. That's what most parents want their kids to be in love. My parents talk all the time, and my aunts and uncles and that are always talking to me about, it's like, you know, finding me a woman and all that shit. And of course, they always want me to go to church because, you know, if we be religious and that, you know, it's got the best thing out there. I'd be like, yeah, it's like, it would be nice. You know, and they always say, you know, it's like, oh, I'd be a good person. It's like, I mean, I think I'd be a rather good boyfriend. That I've been told that even from my exes and that. But most of them were fucking whores, so it didn't really even make any sense. You know, whatever. You know, and some of them were just, well, stupid. Dumb stupid shit, so. But it's just how it is. And it's not really that hard. I always want to say a lot of women are very emotionally, easy. It's not about them being easy. It's just about they fall in love because women fall in love dramatically faster than men do. Women are emotionally inclined to fall in love quicker. Men are not as emotionally. They have a difference of feelings with stuff. So if I go back at the best feelings I've had, I would say it was with that girl I was talking about before. We went out and we kept going to Texas Roadhouse and shit. We kept on doing all that stuff and that, you know. And it never stopped. Like, we'd done it for months and months and months. And a lot of times she would help pay for food and all stuff and that, you know. But, you know, it was, we were fucking dating each other. And she never really dated anyone, what she said. She didn't know I never really date people and that. Like, so, like, you can have sex with dudes and that, but you can't sit there and want to be in a relationship with the guy. Like, what's the whole point of just doing that shit? Like, it doesn't make, to me, it doesn't make sense. You know? And I always think about the time I had with her and that. Not, I mean, it's sad that we're not, you know, actually together and that, because I always brought it up and that. And, like, it sucks. It truly does. Because that man, the first thing I want to do is to provide and protect someone that I'm close to, someone that I'm in love with. That's where it starts to get forward. The woman has to understand this. And some men don't understand that. Some men don't understand love at all. I'm like, love is the natural thing that we have as children. You know, it's not really a hard concept to not know. Like, we all feel love when we're children now. So I can go back and feel, you know, before I start really singing a lot and that, you know. I felt love all the time. I was happy to eat food. I was more happy to sit there and talk with people and that. I like to show off more. I like to work hard. I like to show off my energy more. I was showing off stuff and that. But then what happens is, people start to burn you down. They start to sit there and say stuff about you, you know. Everyone's a moments. You always have people that are fucking assholes towards you. And most things were no Jesus mean that. I never had guys that wanted to do that, but I was always close to the women. I can't say because I was more emotional, that's because, you know, women attract me. And it got to the point where it got kind of annoying. But it's just how it is. But to remember how happy life is before you start to really dig into the world and that, and like always cracking up, because people get mad at me and I say, no, who fucking cares what you think? They say, well, how you gonna defend yourself then? I said, defend myself. It's like, defend myself from what? If someone doesn't know me, they come out in my face and say, you know, a bunch of lame shit, or if they don't know me yet, then why does it even matter what they say? And yet, all that stuff, the judgment and yeah, I can admit that it's hard and annoying. I can promise you that, but it's extremely annoying. But what you gotta do about that person? There's not much you can do. You can just sit there and just, not deal with it. I suggest people not to do shit. I do that. I just do the way they care what people say, and you're not saying anything good, and don't, you know, it's like kind of pushing away, it's hard to do. But as you get older, now you start understanding why Jesus said to turn the other cheek, which means better, means revenge. That you yourself shouldn't be taking revenge. It's not because revenge is completely fucking bad. You know, it is, because that means that you're obsessive. You're being obsessive with something. When you're too obsessive, you're not seeing the real picture. And then you lose yourself. And when you start to lose yourself in it, then you start to do for that stuff. And that's the reason why God thinks, that's what Jesus thinks. He knows, Jesus knows human beings before they were even made. He knew exactly. So he knows exactly how we need to be. That's why the word is so powerful that when God said, you know, let us create humans in our likeness, which is the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, in our likeness. So it means that they know exactly how we are. They know exactly what we need. They know exactly everything. So if we sit there and say, you know, fast is bad, and they say, well, God says fast is good, who are you going to fucking believe? A mortal that's a fucking moron? Or a God that actually knows humans? Because he created us. Now many people always say, oh, well, what's not the belief and what's something. But the word is true. It says that it's true. Well, it could be by humans that. There's one guy was talking about it. You know, the Bible is, you know, was, you know, decided by humans. And I said, well, people back then, tell you the truth in that, this is like the Ben Carson assholes and that, like, they're all the fucking same difference. They all say the same thing, that they're all high and mighty, yeah, because you make that shit funny. And then we actually have actual people, they're not the big fucking morons that talk about that. You guys get so fucking pissed off. Because the word of God, you literally say these things. He states that everything in this book is true. Everything from Old Testament to New Testament. Everything with the Old Testament, God is just in the New Testament. No, actually, it's quite different. God uses everybody, anybody. It doesn't matter what anybody says. We're all bad. We're all stupid motherfuckers. I mean, I'm sitting right now playing this damn video game. You know, my heart's not into the game, into the leveling up. Is it gameplay? Am I fully singing because my heart's not into it? No, I don't think I am, but is it something that I should be doing? No. Seeing things blow up with blood in that is fucked up. This is fucked up shit. Obviously, other people may not see it that way. They'll be like, oh, well, I don't think it's that bad. I think it was that bad. See people get cut in half? Yeah, I think this shit's terrible. The biggest idea behind it was me, and I just like numbers. I like leveling it up. Like one of the ladies that work in that, you know. So you're talking about like lifting. I love seeing people that don't lift weights talk about lifting weights. They're the funniest people ever because they listen to a bunch of people. You can look at people all day long and that, honey, and sit there and try to act like this and act like that. But like, really, you don't fucking know. You just don't know anything. You don't know how hard it is to lift weights and like dumbbells and fibers. Just because you can listen to people do it. Like, yeah, don't ever think that you know something unless you go through it completely. Yeah, that's always been the biggest problem with some people, mate. You're young and stupid, and that everybody gets that shit.
Perhaps a price inside.
Yeah, that was fucking everywhere. Yeah, the health thing's a lot better to go through. I mean, this stuff's pretty good in that, but the experience is average. Yeah, lower rankings, like if you start off at like level 1, never like came back to this kind of thing. What was that? But yeah, so anyway, like she was talking about that her brother, something with the brother cutting that. It's like, your brother's skinny as fuck. Like, your brother, like, I mean, if he wants to cut down to like 6% body fat, that's pointless. Because he's already, you know, at like 10% himself. Like if he's at like, you know, 15 or so percent or below 15, he's already skinny. If he needs to bulk up, he needs to get more mass. He needs to build more bigger muscles than that. Everybody always want to say how skinny you are. Now, being skinny is good. But when you have muscles, you always have just, well, your sheer strength, guys, but it's something to prove with. You know. they always say like it's me that a lot of people, you know, when they see me that, some people are attracted to just looking at it. They don't care about have the dad on that. That you know, like I live in a purge and that. They really don't give a fuck. It's just like with guys, you know, that they see a girl with a big huge crack, they don't give a fuck she has a purge on her. Not at all. This is what they're interested in. But anyway, like, so we were talking about this yesterday, and I asked her, like, well, he doesn't need to cut, because he's already standing, he needs to just cut. Well, I guess he's trying to book up, and like, please don't let cut, like, everything you're trying to talk about, that I'm supposed to know something, but anyone could talk and say a bunch of random shit, doesn't mean that they have the experience to back it up. That's all I'm saying with that shit. Because some people don't have, they talk or get talk. I say that's one of the things I used to do. I used to talk such a good talk about stuff, but I never had any experience. I actually had actual lift experience. Shit's a lot harder than you think. It's good you go to the gym for a little bit, but when you work out, and every time you go to the gym and that, you just push a little bit of weight from that, and you're not feeling any type of fucking pain in that, then you're never gonna fucking, you won't be able to. You might want to have it easy to do it. Like, you have to be a magnet to do it to get into a running motion. If you always, like angry, super have like your adrenaline's always high and that. It's like the best way to work out is to be super high off of your own fucking, you know, hormones and shit. Yeah, that's why people have problems with drug addiction. That's what they want the most. They want that fucking power feeling. And once they get that power feeling, it's really hard to fucking stop it. And that's what it is. Yeah, I had that. Fuck, dude. People fucking go crazy for that shit. You know, people are always doing drugs. Doing something. Some people are taking peptides, some people are taking fucking all kinds of shit. You know, and they teach themselves about that crap. And I try to like, I like to like look at that shit and I'm like, fucking ridiculous. I'm like, how are you guys just sitting there and be like, oh, it's okay to be all fucked up on drugs and shit. It's like, always the drugs. It's always the fucking drugs. And like, they're so into that. They're like, oh, I want to be big and strong like Sam Sulek or shit. Sam Sulek said he's on monstrous amount of fucking steroids. He went through the steroids pimple thing and that. He said he was so fucking high on steroids and that. Like, it's pretty fucking obvious. Gather your strength. Let's say hell has been awoken. What is something? 50%. Touch your meat. Fire burns hotter. Abandon all hope in this perspective. I gotta take a shit.
This stairs back on shoe. The best.
getting off anyway. You guys have a good one. God bless.